Hello there, internet. Welcome back to some more. What are we playing again? Rebirth. So last time we actually managed to unlock the negative. I have no idea what it does, but maybe we'll find out today. I think I'll play as Eve, which means that I'll probably find out nothing at all because she's one of the more difficult characters to play as. She starts with reduced damage, but also Dead Bird, which is pretty bad in vanilla, and the Whore of Babylon. We'll probably get to those in a second. Start next to an item room, that's always pleasant. You can tell the Dead Bird is sitting on our head right now. It's kind of gross. So this is obviously another Zodiac item. Not sure what that actually does. Pisces tears up and knockback shock. Not knockback shot. Surprisingly difficult to say. Maybe I should just stop talking at all. Knockback sounds pretty bad, and at least it's not very good in the original. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a trade-off of the item, or if it's maybe good now. I don't know. Our hair is definitely longer than in vanilla. So as you can tell, I took some damage. Then this bird spawned. The bird will deal damage to all enemies it touches, but only for the room. So I will need to take damage in order to spawn it on every single room. Which is not all that useful because generally speaking you don't want to actually take damage. So as you can also tell, we're pretty weak and we're not dealing all that much damage to enemies, so we want to get as many damage ups as possible as soon as possible. It's kind of a scary room. It's gonna take forever to actually go through. That's the thing about this character. Runs are generally a lot slower simply because all the rooms take longer to complete. I might have put myself in a bad spot here. Managed to get out. So maybe it's a bad idea to have all of these half-dead bodies running around, spewing shots all over the place. It certainly is less predictable. And predictability in an enemy often makes it quite a bit easier. Somehow the spiders are often like the worst enemies, even though they're so simple and often have very little health, but just because they're so unpredictable in their movement. Alright, so take the champion last. He probably drops something for us if he could die. Drops a pill. Pill could be good, could also be terrible. 48-hour energy, it's pretty bad since we don't have a spacebar item. I'm hesitant to go into the boss battle already just because it could kill us. So I'm not also not really sure how I want to become stronger before the boss battle though. So probably I will not be able to. What's there was a strange item on this this floor. Oh, it's the battery probably. Gurglings. Okay, those can easily kill me. They have a ton of health and I do not have a ton of damage to compensate. Maybe the knockback here is not actually too bad because I can kind of keep them away from me. Okay, so here's Whore of Babylon in effect. When we go down to 1 health or below, we will become this kind of devil, which has increased damage, and I'm almost dead. Dying on the first floor would be a little bit embarrassing. Okay, so we're down to 1 gurgling. That should make this a lot easier. And we get a little bit of health back, and we get health upgrades, so we're still in this. Did we leave any health behind? I don't think so. Excuse me. Alright, so let's just find an item room quickly and get some item that's actually good. I'm not going to the curse room with only 2 health. That would probably be unwise. Also, we need some bombs just in case we come across marked rocks or tinted rocks. Very interesting behavior in these flies. Oh, that's terrible damage to take. I didn't expect them to start kind of change the radius of their movement there. I'm hesitant to take the pill just because it could be bad trip. So I'm gonna take it if I lose more health. But the bad trip pill takes 1 heart off of your health. But if it will kill you, then instead it turns into a full health pill. Which is pretty good. Compared to a bad trip pill. There's a single penny. And here we get Cursed Eye. Cursed Charge Shot. Oh. So we can charge shots. I'm not sure if there's a maximum to it. Yeah, we're blinking with our eye right now, so probably when we're blinking, that's as many shots as we can charge. That seems super interesting. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but I imagine we'll probably find out fast enough. This room scared me a little bit because I could see all those enemies to begin with, but I guess it wasn't actually too bad because most of them killed themselves. So we still have a long way to go on this one, but also we're only 5 minutes into the actual run. Can I kill these without actually opening this thing? I don't think I can. So these guys I want to get rid of first. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, I'm not sure how I managed to not get hit there. And I can't actually just tap. I need to actually charge shot this thing. So you really need to be able to tell where these guys are gonna go. This is a terrible room, actually. Would have been a lot easier if we had a bit more damage. I can kind of one-shot them with a fully charged up shot, but still. That was a little bit tricky. Okay, so there's one left, and there's a tinted rock right there. Hopefully we get a bomb. We get cancer, so I imagine that means that we charge faster. Yeah, seems like it. Cool. Can we charge it up even further than that? It seems to be around the same. So we... Okay, that scared me also. And another tinted rock, actually. So we want to get some bombs. Is there anything left on the floor? There's not. Okay, so I guess we're going into the boss room. Monster is not too bad. Should be possible to survive. But of course, the fact that I need to make that judgment is suboptimal. I think I fire around 5 shots. Maybe 4. A little difficult to tell. Should probably get rid of those guys before they become a concern. Could use my pill here, see if it does something, but again, I'm a little scared that it's bad trip. Would be sad to destroy our win streak already, even though our win streak is only like 2 challenges and 2 ordinary wins. Okay, we're in Horror Babylon state now. May as well use my pill, which did maybe nothing. Are you a wizard? Why am I shooting diagonally? Is that a thing that Are You a Wizard does? It seems terrible. It's impossible for me to actually aim. So that was a little strange. So Mom's coin purse gives us a bunch of pills. One of them, we know that's 48-hour energy. Not very good right now, but it could be in the future. Full health is good to have. Pretty Fly is fantastic. Those were 4 very good pills. 3 of them in particular. So we still can't really do anything about those tinted rocks unless we could get something in our curse room. So maybe I should try for that, even though it means going down to 2 health. I'm feeling a little bit more confident now than I did earlier on. So anything good? No, single soul heart. So we didn't really lose much from that. On the contrary. I could also go into the shop and hope for a 3-cent bomb. But yeah. Okay, so I don't actually shoot diagonally anymore. That's fortunate because that was really strange. Must be something to do with Are You a Wizard? So I wonder if it's just like auto aim, but bad. But I almost feel like if that's the case, then I would have like figured it out earlier. This is the easiest room in the game. More or less, anyway. Oh yeah, almost took damage actually. So we got those 2 pretty flies. Those hover around us and soak up enemy shots. So having those, huge benefit. It's a little difficult to tell what their hitboxes are like. It looks like, I mean, just from the actual texture, that it's smaller than it is in Isaac. Like in ordinary Isaac, vanilla Isaac. If you had 3 there, you would almost be fully covered. In particular, if they rotated fast enough. So it's difficult to tell if that's also the case here. Skeleton guy is probably gonna be a problem here. I'm gonna get rid of the silkworms as well. Essentially just kill everything as fast as possible. I wasn't aware that he could aim so well, actually. Let's take a single chest. we get that bomb that we've been longing for a little while. So far, I'm not really sure what to make of this run. Still certainly need some more damage. So I'd happily buy like a mark or a pact from a deal with the devil. I would also take it for free if the opportunity presents itself. This is a little bit scary. If we could just get a few of them down to their Uzi state, we'll make this a lot easier. Oish, this could become a problem. Because even if I get one of them down, I still need to like actually kill it, right? Alright. So maybe I should focus on getting them all down to, yeah, low health. That must have almost worked. Okay, I did manage to get rid of one of them. This should make the rest of the room a lot easier. There we go. Good. This is still only the second wave, right? We need to kill the hovering guys. Or flying guys, whatever you want to call them. Whoa. The knockback there is an example of why knockback is not necessarily a good thing. Because it does make it a little bit more tricky to figure out where enemies are going to go. I mean, optimally you want to plan out your movement in a room in advance. So you want to be sort of in control of where you're putting your enemies as well. Alright, but that went down slowly but surely. Seems easy enough, but maybe it's actually not. Okay, so in this case I'm pretty sure the knockback actually helped us out. I'm not sure what dealt damage to the flies, if those were the flies surrounding me, my printer flies. So it's a little strange. This is flat penny if I had to guess, because it's a penny and it's flat. Flat penny turns it means that whenever you pick up a single penny like these, you have a chance that you get a key, which is super good. Unfortunately, we cannot actually get to the flat penny without a flying item. Should be piercing shots. Yeah, Cupid's arrow, piercing shots. That's probably very useful in combination with our chargey shots. Means that the shots that we fire, they actually pass through enemies and have a chance to hit multiple enemies, as you saw right there. So not exactly a synergy, because I mean each of these items would work just as well on their own, but our tiers are getting better and better, and that's what's important. This is kind of scary. Put myself in a bad spot here. One of them down. Makes the rest of the room easier. There's a little bit of randomness to the way that these guys move, which makes sense because they're spiders, and that's how spiders work in this game. Good. Alright. Seems like it should be easy enough. These shots fire pretty fast. Rather, the shot speed of these enemies is fairly fast. We can almost make use of our shop. Want to go to 15 cents as always to make it a guarantee. We have enough keys that we could probably go in there even if we are not planning on buying anything. In particular, we could meet greed in there and get more money for future shops. And there's a case to be made for that probably. But you know, keys are pretty useful in the game in general. We can come across like those 2 key doors, or we can come across golden chests. Or key beggars, which I think I've only seen once. And there's another 48-hour energy. Let's just check out the rest of the floor first, so we don't need to backtrack even more. I guess I'll kill the fire. Get a chance at some more money. Should also be looking out for secret rooms now that I have a few more bombs. Could also get that golden chest, would probably make sense. Seems like an easy enough room. So I guess whenever I can, I should try to hit multiple enemies at once to speed this up a little bit. Longer you need to spend on the floor, the more likely you are to take damage. So I'm not sure where. I mean, the secret room could be in multiple spots here. So let's put down a bomb here. Open up the golden chest, if only to get a few more cents. And we got a bunch of more cents, so now I can happily walk into the shop. Hopefully not fight greed. Getting a good spacebar item would also help me out quite a bit here. Oh, that's the blue map. That's something we unlocked at some point. I'm not sure what it does. I think we unlocked it by using the donation machine, actually. Maybe I will come back for that soul heart in a second. Secrets, maybe it shows me the secret rooms. That's fantastic, actually. So let's just walk into both of those. Start with the ordinary secret room. Maybe I should do so after having fought the boss, just in case I get some more spirit hearts, soul hearts. I can see forever is, I suppose, actually useless for us. It's not completely useless because it also opens up the secret rooms. This teleported us to the item room. Good to know that it exists and did not teleport us somewhere horrible. And that's our 1, 2. Okay, that makes sense. I thought for a second that a pill was gone. Okay, that's an eternal heart. I'll come back for that in a second. And I left a soul heart up here. Yeah, okay. And the pill is another I can see forever pill. So essentially we would buy 2 bombs if we bought that. So that might actually be a pretty good trade. I think that's what the pill was anyway. Good, a junior should be doable. So we're getting some good things here, but oh, why did that happen? Is that an item that we have? If so, that's terrible. Why did we teleport out? I'm not a big fan of that. Because if that means that I have to complete every single room for the rest of the game, okay, it doesn't. So maybe that was just a completely random effect? I'm not sure what caused that, but it's a good excuse to try to not take too much more damage from this. Oh, this is a tricky boss, actually. Hopefully I don't die here. Then I should have picked up the soul hearts. I should just stay away from him generally and try to position myself so that his chargey attacks, which are by far the worst here, will not actually be too much of a concern to me. I think this is alright. Oish, that was fairly lucky there at the end. Right, we get some more HP. We don't get a chance at a deal with the devil. But we get a bunch of other good stuff. So defensively, we're sitting a little bit more tightly than before. This is I can see forever. And this was 48-hour energy. So I'm gonna go with this just to save me a few bombs on the next floor. By not having to actually use bombs to go into the secret rooms. Which should be good because I only have 1 bomb. Of course, bringing the 48-hour energy with me as well could prove very beneficial if I get something like a deck of cards, as I got on the previous run, where it was super useful. So I'm kind of behind the clock, actually. It's a little bit surprising, or maybe not, because as I said, playing as Eve, things just move slower. I cannot shoot over rocks. I'm not sure why I thought that I could. Get rid of these things quickly, because they can actually fly over rocks. That was a little scary. Effectively, I just want to get rid of enemies before they cause too much of a problem to me. I would really like to know what caused me to teleport before. Oh, that shot almost got me. Thing is, I don't want to kill the red flies when they're too close to me, because they spawn a bunch of bullets. And I'm kind of locked in on this floor, or in this room. So, yeah. Okay, there we get another I can see forever. Any marked rocks? I don't think so. Alright, so if we ever get that thing where we can walk on mushrooms and the shield to come with it, that would be very good. Okay, so we could actually cheat our way into the boss trap room here. Do I want to... Yeah, I probably want to get 3 chests here. Oh, what kind of spawn is that? I even had a brief period of invincibility that I could have probably used to not take damage against Chop there. Okay, but at least the dead bird is doing its thing. Ah, too much damage. But at least, how much am I gonna lose on this? Probably at worst 2 soul hearts, right? So if just I can get those 2 soul hearts back from those 3 chests, that would be good. I'm not gonna pick up the soul heart that's already there in case we end up going down on the red hearts, which seems like it could easily be an occurrence. Should be another boss coming up. He's right there. It's Peep. I wonder if they always spawn on the same side of the room. Then I should pay attention to that. We have a pretty good range here, so we can just like stand over here until Peep decides to actually fly over to us. Did we actually meet Peep before in Rebirth? I'm not sure. Holy shit, our damage is bad. So hopefully one of these red chests contains something fantastic. Maybe I should make sure to get that bird in there and do some damage as well. Speed this up a little bit. Think about Peep. His eyes come out, and then you need to dodge them as well. Which is annoying, as you could probably tell. Good thing that we have piercing shots, because I believe that the eye actually normally blocks your shot, which is, of course, also annoying. So this makes it a little bit easier. Dead bird, what are you doing? You should jump in there. Okay, we're a little too close to Peep for comfort right now. So let's get away. I think his shots are maybe a little bit slower than on Vanilla Isaac. It seems like they're easier to dodge anyway. Maybe it's just because this game is like smoother overall that it feels that way. Oh, I took damage. That was bad. This is so slow. I really need some more damage. Brimstone would be a pleasant upgrade right now, even though it doesn't probably go very well with our current items. We unlocked the catacombs. Okay, that's the difficult version of the caves, so that's not necessarily a good thing. It's another soul heart and some bombs. So let's just move on. Pick up the soul hearts at the end of the floor. Getting those shots. Open up the rest of the room. I think we know that pill, don't we? Yeah, 48-hour energy. Probably not gonna be useful. Rather get rid of this guy before he starts charging me. That also works. So I kind of have a tears down and a damage up by means of being able to charge my shots. It's just not all that good. Petrified poop, I guess we'll use for maybe this room. And then pick cancer back up because we really need our tears to be good here. Probably not going to play that. Yeah. I really wish I could one-shot those guys with a fully charged beam here. Okay, that also works. So it could be worse altogether, but at the moment we're not in a position to win the game. But we're also not too far off. We just need to play a little wisely. That's all. Seems like an annoying room. Thankfully we're kind of fast. We cannot shoot through mushrooms. We do need to put in more than 5 shots to these guys to actually kill them, which is super annoying. For fairly obvious reasons. I guess I could just go up here instead, maybe. Use that as my little base in this room. Get another heart, not all that useful. This seems like an annoying room. Hopefully we're not gonna see a necropolis, because that could that place is full of some enemies that I would love to be able to kill fast, and I cannot kill anything fast at the moment. Probably I will open this chest as well. Get the extra cents. And a bunch of extra cents as well. It's pretty good. This is Doctor's Remote. Allows us to spawn a bomb, or rather an airstrike, on a room. We get to decide where it lands. It's a little tricky to position, but it's both an extra free bomb, which is good, and yeah, if we can use it correctly, it's damage. I might want to use it for like general bomb purposes, like opening up secret rooms, stuff like that, clearing out passages to get consumables. But it has offensive purposes. It's pretty bad. Let's just put it that way. In particular because it's kind of slow. After you decide where to put down the airstrike, there's gonna be a brief period of time where it, until it lands. Oh, okay, what else are we gonna do here? I'm hesitant to go into the boss fight immediately. Oh, could have been bad. Let's just use the Doctor's Remote here, show it off. Actually did a fairly good job at damaging Gluttony, which is kind of nice because our base damage is so bad. So usually Gluttony drops health-based items, but we probably won't be able to get them because Gluttony is kind of trapped in the middle there. Yeah, 2 hearts. It's not a huge deal that we're not going to be able to get those. So we'll be coming back to get all the soul hearts anyway, so we'll be doing a little bit of backtracking. This is probably going to be a super long episode, this one, unless I die on the next floor. Which is not too unlikely. So for instance, if I saw a tinted rock or a marked rock on this room, I would probably be feeling like using Doctor's Remote to actually open it. So are there any marked rocks is the question. Doesn't look like it. The tower serves pretty much the same purpose, and it's kind of bad. So I'll be taking I can see forever with me onto the next floor, I think. Just because all the other things that we have are kind of bad. I mean, I could use 48-hour energy to get more charges out of Doctor's Remote, but I mean, so the point I'm trying to make here is that I don't really like that item very much. So I probably won't be going to. Okay, Joker card could also be useful if we're not going to get a Devil Room by itself. So I'll be taking that first of all, just to make sure that we get into that. As I've talked about before, it makes sense to bring the Joker card until the end of the game so that we ensure ourselves a trip to Shoal. But at the moment, we're not even going to be able to beat Shoal if we get there, so... Okay, Gertie, it's a pretty easy room, or easy boss to use the Doctor's Remote against. So I'll be doing that when the room is a little bit easier, when I've removed all of these problems that I have. The thing is, I also want to be able to use my tears effectively. So far we haven't actually been taking all that much damage, so I'm pretty happy with that, because it's not like our defense is fantastic in any way. We have a fairly good amount of health, but that's pretty much all. I think maybe Doctor's Remote is a little bit faster than it is in Vanilla Isaac, which makes it objectively better. And we're pretty fast ourselves, which is really useful. Oh, but this is going so slow though. I really need a damage up from a Devil Room. So that's fun. I think Gertie is a bit smaller in Rebirth than he is in Vanilla Isaac. Might just be me though. Could also be good if we got like an arcade or something like that, because we've got so many red hearts laying around. So we could start really getting into some shenanigans with that, creating a bunch of money, making the shop worthwhile, going back and forth. But yeah. If the game doesn't want us to have an arcade, I guess we're not having an arcade. I actually haven't paid any money to the donation machine for quite a while. It's probably something I should do more. I almost took damage there at the end. Our pretty flies are helping me out quite a bit. Just look at this. This is annoying as hell. Alright, finally. Okay, we do get a chance at the Devil Room here. HP, tears, shot speed down. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad thing. HP is good. Tears, yeah, we're almost charging it immediately now. That's fantastic. And we do get our... so that's Fear Shot, right? I forget what the actual item is called, but it fears our enemies. Is it worth it? It might be. I mean, we have so much health and we need something to push us further. Normally, I probably wouldn't take it, but maybe in this case I will. Dark Matter, it's called. So let's go back for all the soul hearts that I left behind. I'll probably bring the Joker card instead of the I Can See Forever card, just because... Where did I leave off all the soul hearts? Just because I have 2 bombs now, so I can actually go to the 2 secret rooms if I want to. I forget where I left the soul heart. So there's 2. I think there's another room containing a soul heart somewhere. It's petrified poop. We could use some money on that if we wanted to get some more soul hearts. Perhaps a better tarot card, even though the one that we have is pretty good. So I'll use it on the first floor, the Joker card, where I will not be offered like an ordinary deal with the devil. So maybe it was just those 2 soul hearts that I had left behind. Yeah, I think so. Maybe something in here? No. It's a little bit of backtracking occurring on every single run. So more than half an hour and we're still on caves 2? Caves 2. That's very slow. Okay, so now it's essentially just this time. Will we be strong enough to deal with these enemies? I'm super happy that we got the fear shot already, actually, because that's gonna make this a whole lot easier. These guys will all attack you, and they're super fast, and they like spew bombs at you, and everything's bad. Okay, he's just gonna kill himself. That's also okay. Oh, they turn into ooze thingies. I'm not sure that's the case in Vanilla Isaac. Seems like a simple room. Actually, fear shot's a bit annoying here. We have Doctor's remote charged, so... Oh, wow. Should have probably not taken damage against that guy. Also makes our shots look really cool. I do not like this at all. But good thing if we can get all the masks down here so that the hearts are kind of free. Maybe I'll use Doctor's remote. I think I managed to hit a few of them. Yeah, all 3 actually, so I think that was a pretty good use. I was considering actually using it on some of these skulls that we've got lying around because those can spawn tarot cards, and tarot cards are useful. Should also look out for marked rocks down here. Are there any... maybe not, as far as I can tell. It's a little annoying that you have to spend so much time looking for them, but probably you kind of get used to that. Hesitant to pick up this soul heart yet, because I will probably take more than 3 hits of damage on this floor. So I think it's gonna be another backtracky floor. We really want to do everything in our everything that we can to maximize our chances to... I did something wrong there. Maximize our chances to win the game. I should have used the knob there to open up the secret room at our right instead of not doing that. Is this milk? Soy milk. Damage down plus tears way up. Okay, so this is ridiculous. I don't even need to push the button. I just I fire a billion tears. That actually seems, judging by the size of our shots, pretty bad if they are as little damaging as they look. But I guess we'll find out. That's a key beggar. Maybe I'll give him 2 keys just to actually try it out. Okay, maybe he takes more. If he takes as many keys as he takes cents normally, pennies normally to actually pay out, it's probably a pretty bad deal in general. At least we're gonna get some really fiery stuff going on here. And my fingers by the end of this gonna really hurt. Yeah, this seems terrible. I should have thought about that going into... Well, I didn't know what the item did, so I couldn't really think about it. It would make sense if instead of charging up to 5 shots, we would charge maybe 30. I wonder how this works if you don't have the chargey thingy. Okay, so the sun is of course fantastic, so I'll probably be taking that with me instead of the Joker card if I can manage to not use the Joker card. Okay, so we barely was able to actually kill. I'm not sure why I went in here, because I don't have enough money to do anything yet. We can barely manage to kill one hand in one go. But that's a jar, kind of Zelda-y. There's a bunch of like jar items in Vanilla Isaac, so I wonder if it behaves similar to those. I've never had that item before. Alright, so I was probably pretty lucky not taking too much damage on that room. So no, this is a dead end. Oh, it's not actually a dead end. It's where the boss is. Was this this is that's part 1, right? Yeah, must be. Yeah, fear was definitely a good choice for us. Even though it actually doesn't do anything stats-wise, it really helps us out in rooms like this. I guess I may as well use a doctor's remote to save a bomb here. Okay, I'll pick that up by the end of the floor. Another Eternal Heart is always good. This was Joker. Yeah, I'll probably not be using the Sun card on this floor, so maybe I should just go to the Devil room immediately. So I might regret that decision when and if I manage to kill Mom's heart. Not a given at this point. But if so, yeah, it's just gonna be too bad. Oh, my fingers hurt so much. Wonder what the optimal tapping rhythm is. Speed down also seems pretty bad. This room shouldn't be too bad. I wish this guy would be in a position where I could hit him though. Hopefully he can't get out, I'm not sure. I think he's gonna turn into mini dingles in a second, yeah. Oh, that one got super close. If you could please die soon, that would be great. Maybe keeping both of them feared there should have been my priority. Thankfully, the amount of time that they're feared is not changed by my lower damage. So just coming from the perspective of making as much use out of fear as possible, probably soy milk is not actually too bad. Seems like an annoying room, but again, fear makes it a whole lot easier. I'm tempted to just use my doctor's remote here, but there's probably little point. I like how I can just fear them into the fire, it's a little silly. Almost enough to buy that jar from before. These guys will turn into skeletons at some point. I'm not sure if that's based on how much health they have or just general time that they're alive. Probably time that they're alive. Maybe not. He would have probably turned into a skeleton by now then. So we're surely firing a lot of shots. Any mark? Yeah, there's a mark rock right here. So it's a free bomb and a free key. That's good. Anything in here? 2 chests. You know what? Since I already decided that I'm gonna use the Joker card, let's just do like this. Guppy's tail for 1 heart. If I could get some more Guppy items, that would certainly be great. I have enough keys probably to make good use of it. 1 heart though. Hearts are pretty nice. I'm gonna do it. But oh wait. Okay, that room is just completely done then. I forgot that we actually go back to the same room after we use the Joker card. Alright, so what are we looking for? More Guppy items. That's gonna be my goal here. Because every time we hit enemies we spawn flies, but flies are gonna be pretty bad if their damage is based on my damage. Should have probably gone into this curse room. I don't really want to right now since I have these black hearts. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna aim for the boss. 1 more cent though. 1 more cent and I would be able to buy this thing. How do we do this? How do we do this? You know what? I learned a trick from Northern Lion Stream. You could blow this thing up, and it spits out money. I think in this case it's spat out 4 cents, but it went down 5 cents. So it's like a bank. The jar saved your life. How does that work? I can't actually use it. Oh, I have an idea. What happens if we pick this up? And press space? Nothing. Maybe it allows us to... Oh, it is like a jar in Zelda, maybe. Then we can actually pick up... Can we pick this up? Yes, we can. So it's essentially like extra heart containers. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, it does take up a space bar, right? Or a space bar slot, so that's maybe not so good. What did we have before, actually? We had Doctor's Remote, which is kind of terrible. But did actually do some pretty good pretty good work for us. Let's try this out and see if we can make it work. War is not easy. Also, it never ends. So many bombs. You really need to look out for the order in which the bombs spawn so that you can figure out where they're gonna fly after they blow up. That's a little tricky. In particular because they sort of do so in the opposite order that you expect. For instance, right there, I thought I was safe, but I was not. Just look at how little damage we're doing. It's absolutely ridiculous. If I could somehow get rid of my red hearts, get some spirit hearts instead, get the horror Babylon thing going, that would probably make this a whole lot easier. Ah, more damage. So here it really comes to show how more damage also means more defense, right? Okay, so he's gonna attack us for a second, but if we can just fear him, that should be good. He's faster than we are. That's actually a little problematic. I want to stay away because I'm not sure how long this fear thing is gonna last. It seems like you fear bosses less often than ordinary enemies. Ah, okay, this should kill him. We get another chance at a Devil Room. We get a free cube of meat. Maybe I shouldn't have picked up that soul. Yeah, it's good that I did. I also didn't pick up the Eternal Heart yet, which I will in a second. Oh, we already went in here. Alright. So that gives us another health up. Which is good. So we should be able to beat Mom. Rather, Mom's foot. But maybe not Mom's heart. Happy that it's Steps and not Necropolis. Hopefully those guys will go away soon. So my strategy is to just shoot whatever is closest to me, because then it's probably gonna move away while taking damage. Well, I mean, it takes damage when I hit it. It's like how we can just create a wall of fear and enemies will stay away from it. I don't think we killed a single enemy on this floor, or in this room, or on this floor for that matter. Oh, this is ridiculous. We really need some health up from this item room, otherwise I'm not sure what to do. Okay, that's over. Let's check out our secret room. Unfortunately, that's our last bomb. I guess blowing this up will kill the guy. Nope. That's a troll bomb. So that was not really worth it. So one thing I'm wondering is if when we use our spacebar again, if it... Oish, 3 hands. Really need to stay moving here. One thing I'm wondering is if using our spacebar will use both of the hearts at the same time, or if we can just use one heart at a time. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do to check it out. I'm probably gonna wait to use it until I've lost at least 2 hearts. And I guess in principle I should wait as long as I possibly can. I wonder if we can save more than 2 hearts in one container. I don't think we had a chance to try it out actually. So here's a boss challenge rooms that we cannot go into and probably will not be able to go into. Alright, we still have chances. We just need a very good shop or a very good item room. Outside of that, we're simply just too weak at the moment. Should probably not stay so close to that bad. Thankfully, they're pretty slow and the hitboxes are not as big as I expected them to be. I was pretty sure I was going to take damage there. We're also not getting a lot of soul heart or black heart drops, actually. Oh, this is ridiculous. Why did this room just turn dark? Is it because we're too slow to actually kill this guy? I guess so. I think Thier here is also really good. Invisible enemies could become super bad with this because we're dealing so little damage. It's a troll bomb. Ugh, this room also seems pretty bad. It's probably even wise for me to stay behind these spikes. Have these guys kill themselves. Because it's a lot faster than me killing them. And of course, as soon as I've said that, I'm just gonna do the opposite. Why was he so fast? That was ridiculous. So if I could do one thing different, it's probably to not pick up soy milk. Oh, okay. Well, that made that room a lot easier. A ton of money. So we could actually pay back our donation machine now if we wanted to. We're not gonna see more shops in the future. Ladder is pretty bad, but I'm gonna pick it up anyway. And I wonder if I can buy this heart. I can, and now I have 3 hearts stored. So I wonder what the max is at. In the Zelda games, you could store a fairy, and a fairy would give you... I can use the ladder to go up here. And a fairy would give you 7 hearts. If this thing can store 7 hearts, then it's pretty damn good, actually. Do we have any more hearts lying around? I don't think so. And we also have a ton of health and by way of having the sun card still. Oh, I was too slow. I was pretty sure I could kill that guy, but apparently not. And I was almost about to do the same thing again there. Okay, damage up, please. Yeah, that's a damage up. Magic mushroom, it's all stats up. Including tears. I don't think our tears could ever become any bigger. Or any faster. Well, the rate of which we shoot tears anyway. Okay, we are definitely dealing more damage now. Definitely dealing more damage. I wonder if that just like doubled our damage or what just happened. That has happened before. And I'm not sure what causes it. And I'm a little bit annoyed by it. But I guess now we'll check out these rooms instead then. Oh, why did I do that? That was a mistake. I pressed the spacebar item, or spacebar by mistake. So I guess I'll go in here. Get some damaged items. No? Oh, okay. This run has turned strange very, very quickly. I'll pick up the, I'll pick up this first of all. I'll pick up the pact. Guppy's color, I think, is like a 1 heart revival. We never really used it, but I think it works like Lazarus's extra life. I'm not sure. Also, Ghost Baby could be pretty good just because our damage is so bad. But maybe it won't be. Pick up Ghost Baby. That unlocked Krampus. So Ghost Baby is just a familiar. He shoots spectral tears. They fly over rocks. It's useful. Where are we now? We're here again. So we actually lost one of our soul hearts doing that. That's a little unfortunate. I can use... Oh, I need a bomb. I need another bomb. I cannot use my ladder here in any way. So getting another bomb would be really nice. At least we can pick up our 3 hearts again here. It's also interesting. Could you just pop up? Preferably not on top of me. Pretty nice. I was thinking like these guys are so big they cannot possibly fit through that little gap right there, but apparently they can. Damage is certainly not as good as I wanted it to be. I was hoping that with the pact we would at least be visibly dealing damage to our enemies. But just look at it still, we're really struggling to actually do anything here. So maybe picking up that in retrospect was not the best idea, but I think it should be, right? Somehow... I wonder how it works is the question. Red patch is probably not as good as cancer. I wonder how it works, because normally your damage is kind of... It's a fixed numerical value that each tier carries. So I was thinking like, at the moment we're probably dealing 0.1 damage per tier. And if just cancer adds, whatever fixed value it adds to it, is gonna scale incredibly well with the tiers that we have, but that just doesn't seem to be the case. So perhaps it's rather a scaling factor than just an additive one. So obviously the battery is pretty useless. Is this the room? No, it's not the floor where we actually bought the jar to begin with. The jar seems like it could be useful. Also, I'm happy that I had the question answered about how to... Oh, why does that keep happening? Where are we now? Oh, we're all the way back here. This is super annoying. It's almost like we had the Isaac's head. Is that what it's called? The trinket that makes you teleport out of rooms. Okay, this time around, I know what's gonna happen. Ha! Fool me 3 times, game. Did I just take damage twice there? If so, that's terrible. Dead bird, could you just take care of this for me? It'll be a lot easier. Okay, I'll just have to do it myself then. Oh, this room. Oh, you should almost walk straight into that. Okay, be good. Bad trip. That's not good. How do I want to deal with this? I don't quite want to use my jar yet because... well, okay, now I do. 4 hearts, apparently, is what fits into a jar. Good to know. There's a chest which may contain all the best items in the game, but it probably won't. This is annoying. Ah! This is the most, by far the most frustrating run I've ever had in Isaac, or in Rebirth. And it's all due to our low base damage, really. So that's the reason right there. It's not really like Eve all that much. Oh, we don't have any bombs. Fantastic. This is that's part 2, so this is the mom boss fight. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so it's the red version of Mom. In ordinary Isaac, that means that she won't spawn any enemies, but she will use her foot more often. Seems like it's the same thing here. I guess I'll just... okay, so we're actually in the Horror Babylon state now. I'm just gonna use my hearts, though. So I'm pretty glad that we picked up the jar, because otherwise we would have been very close to dead already. We do still have the sun card. Preferably I'm gonna use that as late as possible. Now I picked up a heart. I guess that won't actually make any difference, since every piece of damage taken here will be a full heart of damage. So this should be an easier version of Mom, even though she seems more aggressive. Oh, I think maybe her foot comes down faster, so you actually need to react faster, which you can, I guess, kind of alleviate a little bit by actually just being on the move constantly. Which is a strategy that works very well for many bosses in this game. Oi, that was super close. Of course, you don't really want to walk into her foot. Again, I should really take these, because otherwise I'm gonna die. So I imagine I'm probably on the womb somewhere, if I manage to actually beat Mom. Going to be using the sun card to... on just an ordinary room to make sure I don't die. Which will actually mean that the map effect that it has will be useful for once. I like the blue map, that's a cool addition. It's not like a super powered item, but it's useful enough. Alright, we do get some more health that we can bring on to the next floor. And there's the negative. Fate chosen. Huh. I wonder... I wonder how that works. If it's anything like the Polaroid in ordinary vanilla Isaac, we're not gonna find out until later in the game. So I'm not gonna say too much, because I'm also I'm unwilling to guess too much about how it works. The good thing about the blue map is that it tells us that the map stretches in the bottom right direction. And that piece of information I guess we can use to actually rule out a couple of dead ends. Which is useful enough. We're still very far from having won this game though. Check out what we have in the sea. Oh, we don't have any bombs. Doctor's remote actually did some super useful work for us early on in this run. I guess fear doesn't really do anything against these guys. Other than turn them purple. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think I'll need to take a break. I mean, I've played so many runs in a row now, but my fingers from this, really painful. Can we... That counts as a full heart, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, it just rounds up. Any marked rocks? Marked rocks could also be very useful here. Doesn't look like it. So we also know that the top secret room is probably a terminal. So I'm gonna guess... Yeah, it's a little difficult for me to actually apply any logic to that. I like that I can fear these guys into killing themselves, though. Makes them a lot easier to deal with. Can you just move up there to your friend's graves? Yep, up there. Nope. So I'm not sure if Ghost Baby is actually doing anything for us, but it's probably better than nothing. If nothing else, we still don't have any bombs. And this is probably an obvious wrong direction, actually. I'm gonna assume that I need to go further to the right just because I've kind of yeah, put all of my eggs into that basket. Okay, anything good? Yeah, bombs. Bombs allow us to gain access to the secret rooms. I'm thinking that maybe those red poops there actually deal damage to you. They do so in vanilla. That's why I'm a little hesitant to get too close to them. Okay, be good. That's not good at all. Okay, so we still have one secret room which could save our run. It's still not too bad. We have the sun card. We have a fair amount of health still, so who knows. 3 extra bombs probably not gonna make a big difference. This is good though. Is there any marked rocks? Marked rocks? No. I don't think so. Oh, we made the right choice. That's gonna probably make a big difference at the end. This guy is certainly a lot easier when he's feared. What is this? Joker. I'm gonna take that probably to the next floor, and then I'm gonna use the sun card. Yeah, because I can totally cheat my way around Mom's heart, maybe? If I use the Joker card and just teleport to the Joker room immediately? Is that how the way it works? I'm not sure that's gonna count as a Mom's heart kill, and I definitely want to kill Mom's heart because it's kind of part of the game. Mr. Fred is a new one. Hopefully those guys aren't gonna get free anytime soon. Maybe I should just kill them before anything like that happens. I'm not sure what... Okay, he got free. I'm not sure what Mr. Fred actually does. He creates some poison on the ground. Oh! Okay, let's use the sun card here. That kills all the enemies, gives us our health back. Also, it works as, or acts as a map, but it's not actually doing anything. So my logic being that I'm probably not gonna get a devil room on the next floor, but with the Joker card I'm gonna get one guaranteed. So this is me being super optimal that I'm actually gonna beat Mom's heart without the added aid of the sun card. Let's see how that works. This boss seems pretty easy actually. And yeah, this stuff that he does on the ground is probably the most problematic part. So if you can just fly against this boss, it should be kind of a no-brainer. Good thing that we have all of those pretty flies, so it's also really help. I should use my spacebar here, get my health back. Shouldn't pick up that half heart, but hopefully that's not gonna make a big difference at the end, which it probably will though. So it looks like fearing him doesn't actually do much. Probably I want to stay somewhere down here, because then I can tell when he spawns his stuff on the ground. And moreover, let's see. We're still not out with this. Moreover, I can deal damage to him more consistently. So the screw is a shot speed up and a tears up. I don't think that does anything for us at all. So let's come back and bring the Joker card. Did we leave anything behind? I don't think so. Alright. Womb Part 2. This is gonna be a super long run. Almost an hour. We can go in here. Maybe that is gonna change the run into something better. That's a dime. It makes no difference at all. And actually we can go into the secret room, so why don't we do that? Again, I can tell from the map that there's gonna be something up there. And I can't actually go out of the room again. Maybe I can blow the door open. I don't actually think that I can. So I'm not gonna use the devil card until, or rather the Joker card, until after either I'm going to die, after I know that I'm going to die, I should say, or after I've beaten Mom's Heart. The logic would be that maybe going down to Shoal immediately counts as actually killing Mom's Heart, in which case I could sort of do it for free. I could also just do this, which seems pretty bad. So thankfully when these guys are feared, they don't actually shoot at you. So I can use that to get rid of them immediately. I should probably use my jar, or whatever it was called, more often than I do. Why did we spawn flies? I don't know. Strange. What is this? 2 of diamonds, doubles our money, useless. Yeah, let me just take this immediately, just because I'm scared that otherwise I'm gonna end up in a situation where I can't quite control how much damage I'm gonna take. So I'm gonna use a Joker probably as a panic kind of card. So like, maybe we cannot kill the thing in the middle. So I think that's the first time we see it. Oh, we're right, it's one of those. Alright. So we could go back and kill Greed if we wanted to, but he's only gonna spawn like a Steam sale card or something like that we can't actually use for anything. It's probably not worth the risk anyway. So we could also go in there if we were feeling up to that. Are any of these rocks marked? It looks like they're all marked, but they're probably not. Yeah, probably not. Can we do anything here? I only have 1 key, so probably not either. So fear the big guy before he does anything too rash. There we go. My thinking here is that the small ones are probably gonna kill themselves anyway. So keep these guys feared, if at all possible, before they rush me. There we go. Yeah. Fear, super useful apparently. It's useful information to have. Soul Heart is incredibly useful. Also I should have gone to the top secret room. Turn this thing into smaller guts. I like how these apparently cannot move past whatever these tentacle thingies are. So this was indeed a dead end. That's a little unfortunate. Eternal Heart. I'm gonna come back and pick both of these up when I know where the boss is, because I want as much health as possible into the Mom's Heart boss fight. Because otherwise I'm gonna die. And losing that health before the boss fight is not gonna help me at all. So hopefully I'll find more red hearts before then, just to make my logic a little bit more sound. This is actually a little bit annoying. I cannot seem to hit this guy. There we go. There's another piece of red. I guess it doesn't actually make a huge difference. But it could, if I get enough red hearts. I'm gonna play it this way. It's a good thing that I know from being in the secret room that there's nothing to the left of it. So I don't need to go that way around. Oh, this is Dinkle actually. I thought it was just a ordinary poopy fellow. Oi. Thank you, pretty fly. Or a cube of meat. I could still be in a worse spot than I am, but yeah. Could also be in a better. I think if these guys are feared, maybe they won't go down again. They'll just stay up and let me hit them. It's pretty useful. I like how the fear effect is a little different from, like, between all the various enemies. Oi, that should have probably hit me. So having these 2 pretty flies as well as my cube of meat is gonna be super beneficial against Mom's Heart, because it's so bullet hully. Okay, they actually go down again. They just don't fire at me. Pill. Full health. Actually, bad trip is also good. That's the same as full health. Full health doesn't mean a world here because we only have 3 health. But it means that I'm confident now that we actually have it. Oh! What happened? I should probably use my full health pill here, so that I have the bad trip pill and as much health to bring into the mom's heart boss fight as I can. So that was kind of a mistake. But not, yeah, it might be a big one, depending on how many red hearts I found on the rest of the floor. Thankfully I can walk through this. No, I cannot actually walk through the secret room to go back and bring all the good stuff. So the question is, do I want to fight Greed or 2 other rooms? Probably want to fight Greed, right? I need to find the boss at some point. There's the boss. This is a nasty room. Okay, now goes my full health pill. Okay, thank you, Deadbird. I think you actually did something there. So I really want to rotate around these guys. Alright, so what am I looking at right now? Well, first of all, I need to go back, I think, and bring all of my health with me. Also the bad trip pill. Oh, it's super greed this time around. That doesn't make it easier at all. So he spawns those fellas. Ugh! And the rocks. Maybe I should just blow up the rocks to give me a little bit of space to work on here. Hopefully he doesn't, like, damage me and I teleport out again. I'm still not quite sure what causes that. That's probably one of the more annoying parts about this run. But if we can make it work, I'm gonna be super happy, because we certainly did work for it this time around, where some of the other runs kind of won themselves. Okay, that's good. We get a bunch of money that we cannot use for anything. Unless we come across a donation machine, and we probably won't. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to bring all of the stuff that we left behind, and then we want to kill Mom. Hopefully my neighbors cannot hear what I am talking about at the moment. Still cannot do anything here. We can bring this, counts as another half heart, which effectively is a full heart, so that's pretty good. So what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the jar. And then I think we left one more down here. That's 8 plus 2 from the bad trip pill. That's 10 hearts. That should be sufficient. Question is, I think what's gonna happen is if I use the Joker card now, then I guarantee that the Devil Room is gonna spawn if I manage to beat Mon's heart. Or I could have just gone back afterwards. That would have made a lot more sense. I'm not sure what I'm doing. But I think it still works though. So I think now that I've actually been into the Devil Room... Oh, fuck! I forgot that we hadn't beaten this room. Apologies for the language. Well, not really. That's another heart that we cannot seem to get, even though we have the ladder in any way. Okay, so that was a huge waste of a spirit heart, or a soul heart. Didn't we? Oh, no, we went the other way through. That's what confused me. Then we can go this way. Yeah, and we can bring this as well. And now we have a half and a heart. So let's do a bit of math here. We have a heart, a half and a heart. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, still around 9 or 10 hearts. So maybe this will work, maybe it won't. Let's try it out. Okay, so having that fear means that I don't need to worry about it for a little while. Okay, so having Mom actually pulsate tears means that I do need to worry about her for a while. Maybe I should put down my hearts just to make sure that they're there if I need them. We're dealing a little bit of damage. We haven't taken anything ourselves yet. This guy is gonna become a nuisance, so let's get rid of him before anything else. So I guess this is also the longest that we're going to having to English language while dodging that we'll have spent on the mom's boss fight. So maybe we'll learn a little bit more about it this time around. I wonder if she's aiming towards me right now. Okay, it's a good thing that she actually went back, because that gives me a little bit of room to actually kill the enemies here. Honestly, it doesn't seem too bad. I mean, some of these patterns are definitely more difficult to dodge than others, so having... Please go in there, dead bird. Do something. Don't just leave me here. I think we're gonna be alright. So hopefully we're gonna be able to go down to Shoal again, otherwise I kind of fucked that up a little bit. I'm gonna focus on Mom's Heart, and the idea is that maybe my enemies will come to me, and then I can kill them if they want to die. I'm really mashing the button right now. This is completely insane. Hopefully the microphone doesn't pick that up, because that's gonna be super annoying. And we did it. That's fantastic. Oh, and we don't get to go into the devil room. It means that we will have to go back and hopefully find another way to do so. I guess just taking damage, perhaps we'll just teleport into the devil room by chance. I'm not gonna go for that. I'm just gonna go for completing the rest of the floor, and then maybe we'll be able to actually go in there. I feel a little bit stupid for using that Joker card already, but that's how it goes sometimes. Well, that's one part of the strategy, right? That was a waste. We could also go in here to see if maybe there's something good. I mean, the red chest sometimes teleports you, so let's try it out. It didn't this time around, just gave us another soul heart. Yeah, I think we're screwed. That's alright. Having to beat Satan would probably take another 20 minutes anyway. So hopefully we'll just have a better run with Eve some other time. I should... okay, I should do it, really. Feel free to skip forward at this point to see if it actually works. I imagine most of the interesting stuff has actually already happened in the run. I'm probably just gonna include it in its entirety anyway, because otherwise it would be a little weird to do anything else, I think. We're actually doing a fair amount of damage at this point. I think we fought Peep earlier and it took forever. One more room that could potentially contain something for us. A bunch of enemies. It's not really what I was looking for. These are kind of scary. If nothing else, we gain a little bit of experience somehow. Actual experience, not like any kind of RPG style experience. We will learn how the game works. So we made some poor choices in this run, but also some good ones. It was a pretty fun run. It's definitely very different from all the other ones that I've had. But yeah, at this point, nothing more to do. I'm gonna jump down the chest and we'll have a new ending. Great stuff. I wonder what that was. Experimental treatment. Cool. Alright, so far so good. We're definitely getting further and further into the game, if nothing else. That was a kind of a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Even though at points of the run it might have sounded like I didn't. I'm very happy that we actually managed to beat the game. So that's awesome. I hope you enjoyed it as well. For now, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you some other time.